So, welcome to part 2. That's where the dogs are. Look. Right, whoa, close up, whoa. So, it was, as I mentioned, touched on before, it was a very weird feeling standing there to do a ReDucto session, because it dawned on me about 4 hours beforehand that I was on my own, right? There was nothing behind me, nothing behind me or in front of me, nothing to hide behind me. There was Mudbox, Max, Zebra, there was no program to hide behind. Nothing to, if anything went wrong, I couldn't blame another development team. Anything went wrong, it was me that got blamed, right? That was it. So that was a bit of a sobering moment, as you probably gathered on that video that I put up just beforehand. Whoa, mouse, can you see it? It's a mouse, field mouse. Run, Forrest, run! But yeah, there's a car coming. And he's off. Yep, he's off into the grass. There you go, wildlife. Now I had the projector in the room that was projecting obviously my desktop and stuff, and the PowerPoint slides and all that shit. I couldn't see beyond the first row or two. Now, I looked up, and that side, you had 3 or 4 guys from Autodesk and Griffiths, etc. Right? Over there, you had the lads from Kiosk Group, the V-Ray guys. There was a few other developers that were in the room that I found out afterwards, including apparently somebody from the Dutch police as well, that were interested in a particular little feature that I could only touch on because it would have, I can't actually say why, but it would expose somebody else's intellectual property, right? So I couldn't actually show what it could do. That'll make it a beta 3 or the final release, that particular feature. But yes, it was very interesting, so it was. So it was interesting because you've got guys in the room who know their fucking code, right? They know programming. So it was a make or break moment where you thought, well, you know something? I put 2 years into this. This, I'll stand behind this because I know it's good, right? I know this is useful. I know it does better than anything else because I've done more testing than anybody can possibly ever do, right? The one thing I was going to show that I didn't, basically because I didn't want a lot of very angry people from a number of firms, and some of them were in the room. I was going to do a head-to-head comparison test of some of the features against ones out there. But I thought, well, look, I've done that before. It usually causes an application war, and it's much easier to let people find it out themselves, right? Simple as that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a bizarre experience. We had some good night out. We had a night out with one of the guys from Kiosk Group. I now know why they're called Kiosk Group, because by Christ, those guys can party. Some of the other guys, I'll not say who they are because it get them into trouble at work and stuff, right? And some of them work for very large firms that you'll be using their software, right? So I'm going to be very careful what I say here. But if you can join the dots together, you might be able to work it out from the interview with Zap video, which is actually quite good because when he realises, the moment of revelation when Zap realises what the fuck I'm rabbiting on about. The look on his face is priceless. But yeah, so travel never goes easy for me. Now, after EUE, I had to leave literally, what, an hour after the session. It sounds a lot, but it's not a long time to pack your shit up, right? And then leave immediately for the airport. Now, big thanks to Adriano, right? Adrianetti, is it Andrianetti or Andrianetti? I can never remember his name. But he knows who he is, right? I'm going to call him the Italian stallion. He'll probably get a kick out of that. He gave me a lift to the airport, which is great because I would not have made it. I would have got lost and would have been fucked. Okay, so what time we got? Right. So big thanks to him. Otherwise, I'd be stranded in Holland. I love Utrecht. It's a lovely place. I could definitely retire there. You know what I mean? There's a few places in the world that I'd love to retire to or live, and that's one of them because it's just so bloody beautiful. You know, I've put a handful of images up on my Facebook page for people that, you know, friends of mine, and that's only about 10% of the photographs I've got of that place. It's fantastic. Every time you turn a corner, it's like a postcard, you know. Brilliant place. So now, I've got to start getting my arse into gear to record the SIGGRAPH session, which has got to be done. I think the first test is the 15th of July. Sounds a long time, it's not for this session, so I'm just hoping everything falls into place, because at the moment I've been doing that much stuff I can't show, and that much time spent on the likes of ReDucto and something else I've started work on called Exodus. You'll hear a lot of me banging on a lot about hints about Exodus for a while, so get used to the name. Don't really think into the name itself, it doesn't actually mean a whole lot, right? It's just a cool sounding name, so that's my rule usually. So I've been doing a lot of that as well, which eats up the time, and as you know, I don't mix the code and the art in one day, because then both turn out shit, right? Been a lot of stress lately in my personal life, just, it's been horrendous. Lots of stuff going on. I know I mentioned about the house stuff and how we were literally minutes away from me becoming bankrupt, losing the house. As such, if you've got nowhere to live, you immediately lose your kids as well, which is a lot of stress to put on a parent. Oh, it's the river. And that's not shit you want to live with, you know, when you're trying to do art. Had a few other things, but I'll discuss those if and when they become apparent to everybody. 6.5 minutes. I would say 6:30 there. My brain's in the fucking shed. I think the one thing that some people realised this year at End User was there was no, like last year I was a bit more reserved, because to be honest I didn't know anybody, right? This, by now, I think most people know what sort of person I am, or what they think I am, I suppose is a more accurate description. And those people hanging outside in the smoking area got to see, you know, not the man behind the mask, but the extended version. What I'm really like, what I'm like as a person, right? Because I can be really fucking annoying. I think I've had 5 people come to me since then and say, look, you're as crazy as a fucking box of monkeys, but in a good way. So I take that as a positive thing, you know. But I can no more change who I am than a zebra can change its stripes, right? I came to terms a long time ago with the fact that I'm a little bit odd, maybe more than a little bit, some people argue, but that comes part and parcel of what I do, right? I accept that. Same as I accept the health problems, all the other stuff, I accept all this stuff because it's part of the parcel, right? Taking any one of those bits away, and I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't be me anymore, right? And I like being me, quite happy being me. Might not like my life at the moment, and I'm a lot of personal life, not the business life, but you know, as a person, as me, I'm very happy with me. I like me, you know. Put a clone of me in the same room, I'd probably fucking kill him because it would drive me nuts. But luckily I don't have that problem. It's everybody else in the world that's got to put up with me. I've got a minute left of this one, I might do another one. Because I could do with a standstill, actually. My foot is fucking killing me. Utrecht, right? 2 things drive me crazy about that place. It's all cobblestones. I'm not on about like square ones like in England, I'm on about big, like round things, right? And these are thick boots, and these, you know, when you can feel it on that, your feet are killing you after 2 days, after a day or 2 of that. And I've had foot problems anyways, you know. The other one is the psychotic cyclists. Now their cycle lanes are marked, but you've got to know and be told what a cycle lane looks like, or you will not notice. Personally, me, I'd have a different colour, right? But not them. And if you make the mistake of standing in the cycle lane even by 1 inch, they will run you over and swear at you, right? So on that note, we'll go on to video 3. I think I'm allowed after I've been away.